Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play today's Connections. It is June 23rd, 2025, Monday, and we're playing Connections number 743. Today's 16 words are historical, old-fashioned, skinny, belle, sun, flare, literary, mom, old man, cocktail, farewell, young adult, Collins, boyfriend, speculative, and shot. I mean, some of these feel like literary genres, but I'm not sure. I know like young adult's also shortened to YA. Don't know if there's anything else about that. Young adult fiction, speculative. Should it be literary fiction and historical fiction? So types of fiction. That could be. Old-fashioned alcoholic-related cocktail is also shot. I don't really know the others. They're like bell bottoms, skinny jeans, white flared pants or something. Could be some form of pants, but mom jeans. So they could be just like types of skinny jeans, bell jeans, or something. I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna try the fiction first. Types of fiction. Fiction categories. Okay, that's the green. I don't know what a Collins is though. Is that like an alcoholic drink? It could very well be, but I'm not too sure. Farewell. What does the sun has got to do with it though? Solar flare. Ring the bell. Skinny jeans, mom jeans, boyfriend jeans. I think so. Sun jeans, old man jeans, old-fashioned. Farewell jeans. Okay, I think there's definitely one more type of jeans. I don't know. They don't say bell jeans. They just say bell bottom. Here's like jeans. Flare gun. Flare gun. That could be. Shotgun. Maybe. Any other kinds of guns? I don't know. Sun gun. Never heard of that. Or it's farewell. It's old-fashioned jeans. It's like old man jeans. Ah, this is tough because I don't really know the jeans that well. Ooh. Boyfriend jeans, mom jeans, skinny jeans. I think that feels right. We could have another one, which is guns. Well, again, I don't really know much about that. Because colors, still old fashioned. Sun jeans. So is it possible that besides the jeans, there's also a gun and an alcohol category? But if flare and shot are gun, then there are two other guns that I don't know if that is correct. Or it could be like cocktail, Collins, old fashioned, and shot. It could be like alcoholic drinks. Then with sun, old man, farewell, and bell. I don't know. 2, 3, shit. $7. Farewell, old man Collins. Is that a thing? I don't know. Phil Collins? Phil Collins? What is it Collins? Is it like a type of drink? Could be. I don't think this thing is Collins jeans. Flare could be the jeans, maybe, but if I'm thinking of it as the gun, then and old-fashioned could be jeans. Could also be old man jeans. Is that a thing? Don't think so. I don't think old man is jeans. I don't think. Cocktail dress. The cocktail dress. There's a cocktail dress, right? So I think maybe I'll try flare as jeans. Old-fashioned. This is tough. I really don't know. It's only have 4 tries. It's not much. Try it, jeans. Thank the Lord. There is type of jeans called flare jeans. Whew. Okay. Not other woods just yet. Still got the toughest categories, blue and purple. For once, I didn't actually get the purple first. Okay. So do we still think it's shotgun or alcohol cocktail old fashioned? Maybe Collins, maybe shot. That could be. Farewell, old man Sunbelt. Is that I don't know, what does that mean? Shotgun. There's no flare gun, so that it's not a gun, at least. So these could be. Could try alcohols, I don't know. Huh? What is that? Glassware. Glassware? Okay, I'll have to look at it. So yes, I don't know what this is. I'll just lock it in, but I don't know what that is actually. Words in Hemingway titles. Oh god, I would never have guessed that. The purple one, maybe if I thought about it for a bit longer, I would have seen the shot glass thing, but I was just thinking of drinks anyway. But let's take a look at the categories more closely. Okay, so I do get points for green and yellow, jeans and the fiction. So that's 2 points, none for the purple and blue. But okay, so I know of I know of a shot glass, secret cocktail glass. Okay, old-fashioned glass. I'm guessing that's what it is. Old-fashioned glass. Old-fashioned glass. Okay, I'm going on Wikipedia here. The old-fashioned glass, otherwise known as the rocks glass, whiskey glass, and lowball glass, or simply lowball, is a short tumbler used for serving spirits such as whiskey, neat, or with ice cubes. This is normally used to serve certain cocktails such as the old-fashioned. That's why it's old-fashioned glass. Okay. So old-fashioned is indeed a type of cocktail. So I feel like, to be honest, can you really blame me for saying this is alcohol? Because now they're saying specifically these are the things called for that kind of glassware used to serve those alcoholic drinks. So am I really that far off to say that those were the alcoholic beverages? I'm not thinking of the glass that it comes in. Right, okay, let's look at Collins glass. Okay. Unless Collins is not an alcohol, but it kind of looks like it is. Okay, wait. In American English, a Collins glass is a glass tumbler which typically contains 310 milliliters and is commonly used to serve sparkling cocktails such as especially long drinks like Tom Collins or John Collins, as well as fruit juice, water, or any cold drinks. Okay, so it's a type of glass, but it's used to serve drinks that are called Collins, Tom Collins, or John Collins. So I feel like that counts. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that I get half a point maybe for alcohol, even though, because I mean, talking about the glass, but yeah, let me know what you think. And then words in Hemingway titles: Belle, Farewell, Old Sun. Okay, let's see. Ernest Hemingway, what he wrote stories, right? Books, maybe. I wrote books. Okay, there's The Old Man in the Sea, 1952. So Old Man, okay. For Whom the Bell Tolls, 1940. Okay, I can see that. The Sun Also Rises, 1926. That's where the sun comes in. And then what about? Okay, where else did I get? Farewell. Farewell. Let me see, bibliography. I should go there. A Farewell to Arms, 1929. Okay, there we go. So, let me see. I have heard of The Old Man in the Sea, For Whom the Bell Tolls, but to be honest, considering that these are just words, one word in those titles, I don't think I would have ever seen this collection. And to be fair, I know the stories of From the Bell Tolls and Home and the Sea. I've never read them. I don't really know what the stories are about anyway, so I don't would have ever gotten that one. But maybe if you're an English lit student, you study literature in school or in college, you probably might get this one. I mean, you're familiar with Hemingway stuff. I'm not. So yeah, not surprised there. But yeah. Okay, I think that wasn't too bad. I managed to avoid the jeans. Let me see what flare jeans like. I think I know. They go like this, right? Flare jeans. Let's see. Okay, flare jeans. Yeah, okay, yeah. The flare jeans, yeah, they do flare out like that. I'm not sure little shapes. But yeah, I was really worried at first about the jeans connection, but thankfully, I guess right, because I wasn't sure, like, I know, like, bell bottoms, but are bell bottoms jeans, though? Bell bottoms. The style of trousers have become wider from the knees. Are they jeans, though? Let's see, jeans. Okay, so they say here that women's bell bottoms were reintroduced to the mainstream public in 1996 under the name bootcut or bootleg trousers, as the flare was similar. But in 1999, flare jeans had become to vogue among women to a wider, more exaggerated flare than bootcuts. Okay, so flare jeans and bell bottoms are kind of similar, except that flare jeans seem to have a wider, more exaggerated flare than as opposed to the typical bell bottoms. Okay. So I wasn't that off to have thought about that. But I suppose, to be fair, they wouldn't have just said bell, right? They would have said bell bottom jeans. They couldn't just say bell jeans, because bell jeans aren't anything but flare jeans or something. Okay, so even though I wasn't sure about jeans, I managed to get it luckily, you know. I don't think that'll be too hard for the Americans, but maybe for those who are not in the US, you might not be familiar with some of the names. I'm lucky that I heard of boyfriend jeans when I was in, and mom jeans on the internet. I've heard of those, and skinny jeans, of course. I know that one. Boyfriend jeans, I learned about them when I was in, I think like one of the shops, and then they had those, and I was like, what the hell are boyfriend jeans? And I was like, oh, okay, it's sort of like a masculine style, but still marketed for women. I think something like that. Anyway, but yeah, that was today's connections. Let me know in the comments how you did. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.